Hi there, and welcome to Gaming Watcher. Thank you so much for watching. In this video, I'll be going through the 7 things that made me laugh out loud as I was playing Death Stranding. Death Stranding is a lot of things. It's a very serious, dark-themed game. It's a very weird game. It's, some parts of it, very genius game. And it's a very innovative game. But it's also, at some moments, a hilarious game. Some moments in Death Stranding just you can't react to them in any other way but to just laugh your ass off, because some of these things that they put in there, and I guess this happens when you want to be very creative and very free-spirited in the way that you make the game. But some of the shit that they put in this game are just plain hilarious and even sometimes ridiculous. Spoiler alert, there might be things on this list that spoil things for you that you might want to experience for yourself if you haven't played the game yet. Let's get into the list. Number 1. Horizon Zero Dawn robots as holograms. Now, if you haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn, stop this video immediately and go play it. That shit is amazing. But if you have played both games like myself, this might have cracked you up as well. Or at least made you smile a little. Because in Death Stranding, you can build different structures. One of these structures is a safe house where you can rest up and get into safety. These safe houses can be customized with different accessories, if you will, like holograms and music. And some of those holograms that you can choose for the safe house are the machines from Horizon Zero Dawn. This made me laugh simply because I have played Horizon Zero Dawn not that long ago and I absolutely loved the game. But secondly, I'm consistently amazed by the way that Hideo Kojima has been making relationships with this game. I think that the reason for this inclusion of the machines from Horizon Zero Dawn in the game is that Hideo wants to build a stronger relationship with Sony, and maybe also with Guerrilla Games, the developer of the Horizon game. A lot of places in this game Kojima Productions has included real people or companies into the game, as well as the artists and music label behind the soundtrack. I definitely think that the reason for this is that Kojima Productions wants to establish themselves in both the movie and the gaming industry, and they're using this game as a way to build the right relationships to do that. If nothing else, this was a nice reminder of a game that I absolutely loved to play. Number 2. The Monster Energy Drink commercial. This is actually one more example of these relationships I was just talking about. But I think that the Monster Energy drinks were incorporated in such a hilariously distasteful way that it made me laugh the first time I saw this. I mean, come on! That's a joke, right? Right?
This is not happening. This is a joke, right?
Number 3. The mirror. This is just another one of those things in Death Stranding that makes you scratch your head and also laugh at the same time. So when you're in your private room in Death Stranding, you can do several more or less redundant things. One of these things is standing in front of the mirror making weird faces and poses at it. This made me laugh because not only does it look ridiculous, but it also just makes you think, why? Why did you include this in the game? Like, what was the conversation that made this a reality? Like, did Kojima just come in from out of nowhere and say, "Hey Norman, Wouldn't it be really funny if we made you make ugly faces in the mirror in this game that is otherwise deeply disturbing and the world is being haunted by dead babies and giant squids?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I wish I had been a fly on the wall at Kojima Productions during that conversation. Like, on one hand, there's so much creativity and free-spiritedness in this game, and at the same time, it's just so out of place that you don't know how to react other than just laugh and shake your head in disbelief. Number 4. The shower scene with Deadman. When you get a bit further into the game, you start to unravel more and more of the story. This happens through a lot of awesome cinematic scenes with a lot of complicated dialogue. Some of these scenes are downright depressing, but some of them, like the one that I want to highlight here, are absolutely hilarious. In this scene, the character Deadman is telling you something very secret, so he wants to have the conversation in the shower with the water turned on. Because he doesn't want anyone to hear what is being said, he presses up against Sam Potter, who is clearly uncomfortable in the situation. This scene goes on for a little while, and I found myself laughing at this bizarre side of this big man that Deadman is, pressing up against a disgusted Norman Reedus in the shower. This is just one more of those moments that make Death Stranding so incredibly weird and intense to play through. Number 5. The chiral artist and her boyfriend. Every once in a while you get a quest, or an order as it's called in Death Stranding, where you have to do something completely unrelated to the story. Some of these are just very simple delivery tasks, but some of them has a bit more story to them. This is the case for the next entry on this list. In this quest you're connecting two lovers that have been separated, each thinking that the other one is dead. This doesn't immediately sound funny, I know.
That's not funny!
But the cutscenes accompanying this order is just so cringy that I couldn't resist laughing. Especially when this happened at the end. I mean, this is otherwise a relatively serious game with some very dark themes. And then, out of the blue, we have cartoony thumbs-up animations like this following one of the most cringy romantic scenes that I have ever seen in my life.
I can't believe you're alive.
That's my line, silly.
I thought you were dead.
My mom told me you were.
I kept it close. Always. But after the attack, it stopped working. I thought about fixing it, getting the sand flowing again. But it felt too much like moving on. Like forgetting you.
Well, now we can both move on. Together, you and me. If you're ready.
Of course.
The man I knew. They don't peddle junk. He fixed the things, made them like new again. Picking up the pieces and making the most of them. That's what I do best too. But this is one piece. We don't need. The only time that matters is the time I spend with you. So let's count the moments ourselves together. I'm asking you to marry me, dummy.
I will. I do. Yes.
One other thing.
What?
don't hate Mom, please. Tell her this is what we want. Help her to understand and accept it. Because she needs us, and I need her.
All right. I'm pretty good at patching things up.
I don't know what to think of this. It didn't actually make me like the game any less, so I guess it's just one more of those things. Number 6, the delivery robots. As you progress in Death Stranding, you unlock several ways of making your deliveries easier. One of these ways is by automatic robot delivery. That is, you can make a robot do the job for you and make certain deliveries. Now, while this is very handy, the way that they introduced the robots to you made me laugh. I'll just show you. These jolly robots make your life as Sam Porter easier, and as a bonus they lighten the mood with a little song every time they embark on a delivery job. Number 7. The name Malinken. Now this one is probably funny to me because I'm from Denmark. So this might be a fun fact for you. At one point in the story you'll find out that Mama's real name is actually Malinken. Now I don't know if this is actually intentional, but this is a Danish word that means the measurement, and it's actually pronounced måling. This might be totally coincidental, but it made me laugh when the name was revealed because to me, this is not just a weird name, but an actual word meaning the measurement. Which, no matter how hard I thought about it, I couldn't get to make sense in any deeper way. So that was my list of 7 things that cracked me up in Death Stranding. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, and if you want to know when we make a new video, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Until next time guys, have a good one.